Alright guys, welcome back. We got war number 6. We're just going to go through some highlights, a lot of Magneto fights that already you've seen on the channel, so we're not going to put them in again. This one, I always love Viv against Weapon X. So here we're just going to go ahead and very similar to the side quest Weapon X that we had either last week or the week before. Or if it was this week, I can't remember. I think it was last week's one. Whatever it is, we're just going to wait out his unstoppable, and then we can intercept him because he's very aggressive, which makes it intercepting much easier, which if I can do it, I'm sure you can do it. And then we can just go ahead and build up to a bar of power when he's below a bar of power. And really, I don't even think we have a chance. We nuke him down so fast with Viv. It was ridiculous. This spot fight did not go exactly as I planned it, because this one is in, this one has Vigorous Assault, because again, we've been ping-ponging between Tier 3 and Tier 2. And so this one has the Vigorous Assault, so he is going to be unblockable when he has a regen active. Now, Spot, I bait the heavy at the beginning. Unfortunately, right there, he still is able to block me at the beginning here a couple times before I'm able to avoid like the auto block. And Spot has, I think he has a chance to portal block at some point, which has been driving me a little nuts lately against Spot. In my previous war, I had a death against Spot, and here also I was hoping to get the Omnom on the regen there. It did not work that time, and I have to be careful of the untouchable that he's going to get soon. So I am trying to bait out a special here, and because I can't get rid of the regen right now, and I haven't been able to get a bleed to stick, and I missed my timing on the first evade of that special one, and now basically it's a minute into the fight and I have gotten nowhere. There I finally am able to trigger the unstoppable, and now I'm just going to try and wait out. Right now I wait out the unblockable, so now I can go ahead, get him to, I try to bait a heavy, that doesn't work either. Try to bait another heavy on the wall. Finally, I'm getting my auto blocks to kick in. Finally, I'm able to get a Omnom there on the healing. And now I'm able to bait another heavy attack here and try and get this special too. If I can counter it before he gets the untouchable, I'm able to pause it and get the nice evade failed at this point. So finally the fight is going in my favor, doing some of the things that I was actually hoping to get at the beginning. Here again, we get a nice full evade there on the special, and we're able to counter to pause the spots, and the bleeds take him out. So terrible start to the fight, great finish to that fight. Now we skipped a bunch of Magneto fights. This Photon fight, love this one when it goes right, hate this one when it goes bad. I forgot to put a relic on Void because I ranked up Void on my other account, because this was one of those wars where I felt it was more advantageous to go like path 1 than path 3, and the other account went path 3 than path 1. I also had a couple Deathless King Groot fights on section 1 of path 3. Really easy fights, nothing too special there. You didn't miss anything on those. I think I had 13 fights this war, and I just had to bring it down because I literally had like half an hour of uncut footage to go through, and I cut out a third of it to get this one down to closer to like 10 minutes. So more of a highlight pack for you for this one. So we're going to go ahead, and what I do for Photon is I have an invulnerability boost on, and the goal is to push Photon to special 3s on purpose. That is the goal, and we take the special 3 to the face, don't take any damage, then immediately hold a block right afterwards and continue to bait heavy attacks. So here I'm going to go ahead, bait a heavy, and now she's not in her pure light form, so this is a good opportunity to throw some specials. If she wants to throw a special one here when she's below pure light, I don't really care. At the same time, I'm just going to push her to another special 3 if I can. So here I'm going to go ahead, bait another heavy attack, go ahead and throw the special 1, and we are going to hold block here and try and get her not to throw this and see if we can bait a heavy. We do, and we're able to push to special 3 again, right? Just as she's going into pure light, she throws that special 3. and we can just take this one on the block again, not going to take any damage. And then afterwards we can kind of wait out that pure light form a little bit so we don't take too much damage here. So again, she wants to throw heavy right away. I will gladly attack in afterwards. Throw that special one. She's still below a bar of power. She's ticking away from the intimidating debuffs. And that is a beautiful solo with Void. And we've got a couple other really nice Void fights here. We have Void against this personal space regen thing. Now, the only thing, no pun intended, to remember here is you're counting. You got to count to 15. Whether it's a full combo or hitting into the block. I don't even think I counted right at the beginning here because I threw the special, thought I was going to get to 15. Instead, I got to 14. He throws a special, and that's my mistake here. I do one hit in to push him to 15, and now he has to turtle up, and I have to hope that he turtles back up. A couple times I parry my mistake here. There's a second parry, and I'm going to back away, see if I can get him to turtle up. He does, thankfully, and we're able to hit into the block and push him over a bar of power. Now we can go back to our counting. So there's 5 hits, then we get another 3, and then we should be able to do, instead of going for the full combo, I just play it safe, hit into the block there to push him over 15 charges. Now I just got to wait out the special 2. And at the same time on this one, I can just reverse his healing. There's nothing wrong with reversing it here. So of course, on a healing reverse node, the last buff, or last debuff, again, is the second Petrify. So and now we're into Fear of the Void. We just need, if we can get a Petrify here, we'll be in great shape. But of course, the next intimidating debuff is not a Petrify. If we could get one, that would be very nice. Instead, I go for the special 2, get those dark stings on, and we are almost he's almost done here. Finally we get a Petrify, or we didn't even get a Petrify, but enough debuffs, his healing goes down. It's great. Then we have a Dragon Man here on Burden of Might and High Energy Diet. Again, a Void in here. We can still do damage with the intimidating debuffs. We don't actually do energy damage with our attacks. They're still physical attacks, so I'm not worried about that. And at the same time, I can get up the Petrifies that can again help us with managing his healing from his power gain charge. So luckily we get the Petrify right off the bat, and again, you can always take a hit. You can always block a hit in order to, or parry to remove the power gain. And again, nothing too crazy here with Void, but we are able to bait a bunch of special 2s, and we are Incinerate immune if we do get clipped by that special 2, but nothing too crazy at all. I'm not really going to be relying on gaining power because of Burden of Might. If I am able to build up to a bar of power, great. If I can't, nothing, it's not, I'm really just relying on the intimidating debuffs to melt him down, and it was more about making sure I could control the power gain and not take any big special 3s to the face. That is all I'm working on here, and you can see the intimidating debuffs just ticking away throughout the entire fight. Nothing too crazy. Bait some special 2s. And again, he keeps getting that power gain, but we're keeping it in check with the Petrifies. So he's not shooting up too fast with his power gain, and we're able to get through this one nicely. So a little bit longer here. Again, the other fights that I had, trying to think, we had an Iron Man Infinity War with Magneto. We had the usual Future Ant-Man with Magneto, but we do have a couple more fights left to go after this one. And again, I skipped over those Deathless King group fights. Nothing too crazy there. Here's Prowler. He does not have an armor up, so really then it's just a regular Prowler. We take this one with Venom. He really does nothing to the node. You just have to remember, Prowler, that you can't counter his specials unless you have someone who can bypass miss. He's also bleed immune, so I'm not going to get my bleed damage. Unfortunately, I get hit in the face there, but my rank 3 Venom is going to be more than enough to handle this Prowler. We've done Prowler before with Venom. He just hits really hard. You'll just see after the special 1, I just wait and don't counter right away because he's going to get that miss. He's going to, you'll miss right afterwards and he will counter you. And he is a global defender, so he's going to get those auto blocks and evades. And we are a global attacker or clarity, so we can counter that. And you'll see those nice auto block fails or evade fails in gray on the bottom right. So that is what we want to see. We don't want to, like a big special 2, and Venom does more than what we need. Here, we're going to try and bait out another special. There's a nice evade fail again. Wait out after his special, and then we finish him off. So that's it for this war. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.